The Valk 3 is a pretty awesome cube, made even better by adding SpeedCubeShop's Cosmic setup service on top of it. The Cosmic version is priced at just under $34 and is quite the cube for the price. I had some interesting, very initial impressions, and I've had my fair share of mixed opinions on it while I was breaking it in. Now that I've had some time to play around, I'd like to share my thoughts on it and my experiences with the Valk so far. The Valk 3 is a bit of a non-standard cube. It's only 55.5 millimeters rather than the standard 57, but it's a cube that fits that form factor very well. I had this cube set up the same as my Cosmic Gans Air Ultimate. They stickered it with my preferred shades, again with full fitted stickers, which is fluorescent everything with pink in place of red. Again, just like the Air, I specified nothing, so SpeedCubeShop lubed it with the standard weight 6. This, however, is where the similarities end. While the Air handled the weight 6 extremely well, and after being broken in became smooth yet retained a slight gummy feel that added controllability, the Valk did essentially the same thing. However, it handled the breaking in very, very differently. When I first got it, it was really gummy, again due to the week in the mail, but what really stuck out was the stickiness. When it sat for a while, the lube kind of stuck the Valk together and provided much more resistance when first turning a layer. Even with 150 or so solves on it, it seems as though the lube gums up and gets a bit tacky when sitting for a while. Even after sitting for only 5 minutes in between a few solves, you could feel that resistance again. I don't fault this to SpeedCubeShop, since I know this isn't their fault here, but I'm curious as to just why it does that, and I should do some research. As far as actual performance goes, this doesn't really affect anything. If I make sure to make a few turns on each side to break that tension before I do a solve or two, I don't even notice. The Valk feels similar to my previous main, which was a Guoguan Yushao. It feels as though they took a Yushao and made it more controllable. To me, the Valk seems like it has the airiness and speed of a Yushao, but the added stability and crunchiness of a Meiying. The Valk seems to be a very stable and controllable cube here, and I really, really do love it. Despite my previous main being a Yushao, however, I don't think my Valk is going to be my new main. That's not to say it's a bad cube. In fact, I really love it. The Valk is really smooth, just like the Yushao, and while both are very similar in structure, the added crispiness and stability from the Meiying side of things results in a somewhat blocky cube. While it still turns well, and it's an absolutely wonderful cube to use, it doesn't stand out to me as anything revolutionary, simply because I have a really rough turning style. Just like the Air, I was able to consistently get sub 30 solves on the Valk, but I experienced more catching, which is a bit odd because the Air is known to be a very catchy cube. The Valk is great, but it's not quite a perfect fit for me, though it's not a lot of cubes are with my turning style. That may change in the future, especially because I have a Cosmic Valk M coming, and I'm excited to try that out and see if the magnets can help. All in all, well, I don't use it as my main, simply because I find the Air Ultimate easier to work with for my turning. The Valk is a very, very close second, and I'm able to consistently get sub 30 solves on both of them, despite previously averaging around 30 seconds. I'm a huge fan of the feeling of both the Meiying and the Yushao, and bringing the two together really made for a cube I can't help but love. The Valk itself is amazing, and with SpeedCubeShop working their magic on it, I'm extremely happy with the final product. I'd really love to see what happens with the stickiness of the lube when it sits, and if it needs to just be broken in a bit more, I really hope it goes away, or if that's just going to be how it's going to be. Big thanks once again to everyone at SpeedCubeShop for this whole thing and for setting everything up for me. They've outdone themselves yet again, and I don't plan on stopping ordering things from them anytime soon. The magnetic Valk I ordered is yet again another Cosmic Cube from them, and I'm curious to see how the magnets will work with it. I have no idea at all what's going to happen there, but the way our video schedule plays out, since you're watching this, I probably already have it at this point, and we'll have videos for that coming soon. You guys know what to do. If you like this video, hit that like button, get subscribed. If you disliked it for some strange reason, then dislike it. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. In fact, if you guys have tried the Valk, let me know your experiences, whether you have the stock Valk or a cosmic one, or even the Cubicle Premium Cube for that matter. And please let me know if the stickiness from the lube is just me, or if you're having similar problems. If you really like this video, please consider donating on Patreon. It helps keep us making videos like this, and it really helps us out a lot. We also have a link down in the description to SpeedCubeShop's page so that you can buy one of these magical cosmic Valks if you so choose. Anyway, that's pretty much all I've got today, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.